Hello everyone. Today I'm just giving a brief video on my thoughts and feelings concerning Charlie Kirk and a commemoration. So to start off, I would like to just read a brief introduction in case you don't know who he is, although I'm sure most of you, if you're watching this video, already know, but just in case. Charlie Kirk was an American conservative activist, speaker, and author who made a significant impact on political discourse in the 21st century. Born on October 14, 1993 in the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, Charlie rose to prominence at a young age as the founder of Turning Point USA, a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting conservative values on high school and college campuses across America. Known for his passionate advocacy, sharp debate skills, and media presence, Charlie became a familiar face in the conservative movement. He authored several books, hosted a popular podcast, and frequently appeared on national television and at political events. Beyond politics, Charlie was a devout Christian and a vocal supporter of traditional American values. Whether people agreed with him or not, he sparked conversation, encouraged civic engagement, and left a lasting mark on a generation. There's a lot of things I see on social media from people that were on the side, or mostly on the side, of Charlie and what he believed and what he advocated for. But I wanted to offer my voice as somebody that did not agree with most of the things he said, as a support for him from somebody on the opposing side. Now, I'm not very political. I don't really hold to a political party, and I don't know a lot about politics, but the things that I do believe definitely were not in line with what Charlie said most of the time, and the things that he believed and the things that he advocated for. However, I believe that whatever view you take, whatever view you have, what happened is a complete tragedy, and it wasn't a win for anybody. Even if you hated his guts, like some people, and you thought he was the worst person to ever walk the planet, or you thought he was the greatest thing since Michael the Archangel, wherever you fall on that spectrum, I think what has happened is a loss for everyone. If you agree with him, obviously, you lost an enormous advocate for certain beliefs you might hold. If you hated him, the assassination of Charlie Kirk is not an answer in any way, shape, or form, or a solution to the debate and the debates that he held and the views and opinions that he advocated for. This is going to do absolutely nothing to make his case appear weaker. In fact, it will most likely strengthen it. And in that respect, whoever is responsible for this has completely and utterly failed in every way, shape, and form. Besides all of that, Charlie Kirk was a husband and a father to 2 children, and in no way did he deserve what happened to him. He wasn't out there propagating violence. He wasn't physically hurting people. He wasn't even on stage mocking people, calling them names, and just throwing a bunch of ad hominem attacks like some people did with him. And although I did not agree with Charlie, I have respect for him because he is advocating for what he believes in, and he is making a stand, and he was doing his best to defend his beliefs. And I think that is something that is very commendable. If you're like me, I care about truth. I think truth makes a difference, and I think it's important. And that's something that I want to do with my life, is seek the truth And if you've watched any of my other videos, you would know this. And if you've read my book, you would know it too. But I think that's something that's very important. And while I did not agree with Charlie Kirk in almost everything, I can have respect for him because he's like me in a way, where I think standing up for what you believe in is important. If we're not here to make a difference in any way, what are we doing? I don't know about you, but I want my life to make a difference. I don't want to pass away not having stood for anything and not making the world a better place. And if you think that what you're espousing and the way you're going about it is wrong, or it's not helpful, or this belief is incorrect, or this belief leads to harmful conclusions, the proper way to deal with that is to combat it with logic and reasoning and critical thinking and calm, rational discussion, and working with other people to come to the correct conclusion. And I believe that's what Charlie Kirk was doing. Whether you agree with him or not, I think that's a commendable trait. If you've read my book or if you've seen my other videos, you know I don't believe in God. I don't think that I'm ever going to meet Charlie Kirk. I had hopes of wanting to meet him because I wanted to debate him. I think I would have been very honored to have that opportunity, and now I won't ever have that opportunity, and it seems kind of surreal in a way, like it can't be reality, like this didn't actually happen. But I know it did. And that's a big loss to me, and I am very sad that that's the case. So I don't think that there's anything more. And I don't think there is a world where everyone's going to be reunited and everything is going to be wonderful in the end, but I could be wrong. And most of the time, I hope I am wrong about that. So, to Charlie Kirk, if I could give a message to him, say I'm sorry for what happened. You deserve this at all. I'm sorry that there's people out there celebrating as if this was some kind of win, because as I explained earlier, I don't think it is from any way you look at it. I'm sorry for his family, for their loss. And there's not really words that can justify the atrocity that has occurred. And there's not really much I can say to make it any better. But I just wanted to offer my voice as someone on the other side, that not all of us are celebrating. And even though I didn't agree with him, I think what has happened is terrible. And we need to do better. Humanity needs to do better. We need to be able to work things out by talking things out. If you think I'm wrong, tell me why. Don't call me a name. Tell me why. Because I don't know about you, but if I'm wrong about something I believe, I want to know. Because I want to believe the truth. And for some reason, I think more and more today, it seems like people are not really interested in that. And if you're not, you're not. But beliefs inform actions, and actions have consequences. That's what I know. So if you're watching this, no matter what side of the argument, maybe you hate Charlie Kirk, maybe you think he's a scumbag. I'm blocking his picture. Maybe you think he was the greatest man since, whoever, pick your favorite person in history. I hope that in the future we can do better. I hope that we can learn from Charlie. Stand up for what we believe in. And have passion. Try to make the world a better place. And if you're wrong, I think you should be willing to reconsider. Charlie Kirk, you will be missed. I'll miss you. Even though I didn't know you and I didn't agree with you. You'll be missed. Yeah, that's all I have to say.